Greetings and welcome to the Symphony of Southeast Texas Concert Conversation. My name's Doug Fair, and we are doing this so that you have a little bit of an idea before you get to the concert hall of what to expect out of this exciting evening of music. With us today is Maestro Chelsea Tipton, and also a gentleman whom you've probably seen in the percussion section, and that being Jamie Strawther. And then one of our distinguished guests is the president of the Beaumont Interfaith Choral Society, and that's Dr. Leon Hicks. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us, and I'm going to turn this session over to you.
Okay, thank you very much. We have a great program that we're going to be presenting to close out our 69th season. We're also going to be announcing our 70th season at the concert as well. But for Saturday night's concert, we have three very different pieces of music. And Dr. Hicks approached me about a year ago saying that we'd like to get the choir back with the orchestra. And we selected the Mozart Requiem. Now, you've been with the choir for a while, and this is the Beaumont Interfaith Choral Society. Now, could you tell us a little bit about that organization?
Yes, we are happy to be with the symphony. We started 60 years ago with 4 church choir directors who combined their singers to do major choral works. We have put on an annual concert free to the public in the fall. For this, we are very pleased to be joined by the Symphony Chorus and Lamar Music Department students to sing a great Mozart piece with the Symphony of Southeast Texas. It will be grand, it will be memorable, there will be 75 singers, and again, we're just very pleased to celebrate our 60th anniversary with this concert.
And you know, it is really one of the great masterpieces for chorus and orchestra. Now, the members of the choir, they are just volunteers? Do you all have auditions and that type of thing?
Yes, we're all volunteers with music experience varied. We do organize our own selves and fund our own selves with the help of benefactors. We like to perform annually in the fall, free to the public. There is a lot of music that we have done. We select a different conductor every year, one of whom has been Maestro, and we enjoy ourselves with camaraderie as well.
It's a fun group to work with, and what I love about this program too is we have a number of people from our community. This choir is from our community. We have the percussion, and we'll be talking about that a little bit later, is from our community. And it is one of Mozart's greatest compositions at the very end of his life. He actually did not complete the piece, and one of his students, Xavier Sussmeyer, wrote the last half of the piece just from sketches that Mozart had. So we're kind of moving into the romantic period with this piece of music, and it's a great way to bring the choir back onto the stage. So we'll have that on the first half of our concert. Then the second half will be the Daphnis and Chloe by Maurice Revell. Maurice Revell was one of the great 20th century composers. Quite a contrast in sound from the Mozart, and that's what I love about this concert. We have 3 pieces that sound very much different as you go through the concert. The Revell, lots of people on stage, lots of colors, and Revell's ability to write and orchestrate and use those colors so that everyone can be heard. Now, Revell was a great composer, one of the greatest composers in the world. However, he didn't write a lot of music to be so great. But the music that he wrote and what he contributed was how to use the colors of the symphony orchestra. And this just really displays what an incredible orchestra we have with our symphony. We have great players, and this is a great display piece for it. And then to conclude the concert, we have a piece by Russell Peck. Russell Peck is an American composer. So we've had Austrian, we've had French, and now we conclude the concert with American composer Russell Peck. And the name of this piece is?
The Glory and the Grandeur.
The Glory and the Grandeur. And it's a fantastic piece. And could you tell us a little bit about what is your role in this
Sure.
piece?
So I'm one of 3 percussionists that will be playing. And so we start this piece actually playing, we have the setup of drums, the various drums, toms, bass drums, snare drums. And so it's called the Cadenza that we open with. And basically it's very clever how he's written this with the accents, and we kind of trade accents around, and you'll get to see at the concert. But it's very interesting the way we the interplay between the accents and everything.
So when you're playing the piece, are you at one station, or do you have to move around the stage?
We move quite a bit, yeah. So we also have. We play some mallet instruments, which is melodic percussion, and so xylophone, bells, vibraphones,
with
marimba.
different pitches.
Yes, sir, different pitches, and so we'll play one section. We'll move one place, and then the next section we'll all switch to a different place.
Yeah.
And
I think one of the challenges as far as conducting and for the orchestra is that the sound, where the sound is coming from, moves around the stage. So a lot of times I'm listening for something and I look to my left and it's over there actually.
Right.
So, it really takes a lot of communication between you all.
Yes.
And is it like, are you playing like just 5 instruments, or how does the stage look?
Oh goodness, so we'll have instruments spread out across the whole front of the stage. There's over 40 instruments in this piece that we play at various times. So it's definitely, you can't blink or you'll miss something, the way we move around.
And I love the way that Russell Peck includes the orchestra, and it has kind of a jazzy theme, kind of a gospel-y theme, some of the types of harmonies that he uses. But what I love about his music is always joyful, is ebullient. And he wanted, his idea was to write music that's accessible to people.
Yes.
And sometimes when you think percussion is going to be something kind of out there, this is absolutely something that people will really enjoy.
Oh, absolutely. It's very, I think the music itself is very enjoyable, and he's just really masterful at writing in a way that kind of highlights. I mean, when the vibraphone's playing, the accompaniment that's going on in the orchestra just totally kind of illuminates what's going on.
Who are your colleagues that will be joining you?
Sure. So that's so we'll have Justin Collazo, and he's a longtime orchestra member, band director in Nederland, and then also we'll have Franco Perez, and he's the percussion teacher at Lamar.
Nice.
And so great guys, great players,
and they live here in Beaumont.
They both live here, yes sir. We're all here in Beaumont, and we've had a great time preparing. Doug knows, he sees me leaving the office every day. I said we're going to practice. So that's been going on for a few weeks now. So
He thinks he's going to practice.
He thinks he's going to practice, yes. But Jamie Strawther wears a lot of hats with the orchestra, and we appreciate all the contribution. Dr. Hicks, we appreciate all your contributions in bringing the chorus with us once again. And Lamar and Dr. James Hahn, who prepared the chorus. We have 3 wonderful contrasting pieces on our concert, and we're super excited about our performance.
Wonderful. And you'll also get to see a sneak preview of next year, because Chelsea made a video of all the various works and guest artists that we'll be featuring during our 70th anniversary season. So please come on out and see us whenever you can, and hopefully we'll have you back in those seats for next year, because you can't have a concert without an audience. It just is a rehearsal. So we very much like to do this and look forward to seeing you tomorrow evening.